What's up, guys? I've got a few emails within the last couple weeks asking what I take when I go on a backpack trip. And the reality is, it depends. Almost every trip I go on, I take a different setup in some way, shape, or form. I just got back from 2 nights, 3 days up in the Hyenas a couple days ago, and this is my loadout. The only thing that is missing here is my food. The reason for that is I already ate it. I'm going to start kind of on the outside and just work my way in, and I'll show you what I bring. Let's get rid of the water bottles. Okay, first I have my sandals, just some T-Buzz that I got from Sierra Trading Post. I really like having something that I can put on to just kind of relax around camp with. And also I do a lot of fly fishing. Sometimes I want to walk out in the water a little ways. I don't want to do that in my boots or my shoes, so I throw sandals on to do that. There you have it, T-Buzz. Wet wipes. Trowel. The Deuce 2. I love this thing. I pulled out my map before that. This is just a topo of the Hyenas. I typically bring it every time I go up there. I know the area pretty well, but I also just enjoy relaxing, you know, around the fire, in my tent, laying in my hammock. I really like to look at the map. What else we got in this outer compartment? First aid kit, just your standard first aid kit. This is very, very basic. I could definitely add to it, but I keep it minimum. The Sawyer Squeeze and the Seanock Vecto is what I bring every time I go into the Hyenas, along with my 2 smart water bottles. I do not bring a water bladder. Other places I go, I will, not in the Hyenas. Water is plentiful up there. So that's all in the outer compartment right here. This is actually a Garmin eTrex 35. I would never bring this and this alone. If I bring this, you would have to bring a map. This is an electronic device, obviously it can fail, and it's just not as accurate as a map. I do a lot of hiking, you know, to lakes and peaks that there's not necessarily trails to, and also a lot down in southern Utah where trails just don't exist. So the Garmin does have a place, but it's not my go-to navigation device. What I also put in here is my snacks that I'm going to take throughout the day, chapstick, but again, I'm back home and that stuff's already been used. In the other side compartment, I take my firearm, which is an everyday carry for me, and that's just a Glock 43. I don't go anywhere without it. It is not exclusive to backpacking. I take it everywhere, and when it's not on my person or in my front pocket of my pack, it's on my little stand next to my bed at night as I sleep. So, enough about that. This is, I guess before I go any further, this is my brand new pack. I've had it out for almost 30 miles or on 2 trips, and it's the Waymark Gear Company custom through 42-liter pack. I don't want to talk too much about it here today because I'll do a better review on it when I have a little bit more time with it. But and what I can tell you is that I regret waiting so long before going frameless and custom. There's a few features on here that I wanted, and they're here. I have them. I love this pack. What you'll see is this side pocket that was custom made for this pack. I have bear spray, something I usually bring in the Hyenas with me. Not necessarily for bears, but more for like moose or mountain lions. It's kind of a comfort item. I don't always bring it, but this last trip I did. And then getting back into that custom pocket holds my fly rod perfectly. This is also very, very multi-purpose. I can put my tent in here, tent stakes, tent poles, tarp, hammock, you name it, you can probably fit it in here. That's that for the outside, and now I'll take you guys inside. See, a 42-liter pack, and I've still got plenty of space. All right. See whatever I pull out first. Rain shelf. Standard Marmot. Can't remember the exact name of this particular one, but I got it for a really, really good price at Sierra Trading Post. I've had it for about 5 years. Patagonia Micro Poof. I love this thing. This is brand new this year, and I've had it out probably 15 times. Next, what do I have here? This is just kind of a little bit of everything. A little backpack that folds into itself. Kind of a little ditty storage, sunscreen, bug spray, toothpaste, toothbrush, soap. Paracord, which I primarily use for my bear bag. I hang my food at night. A saw for processing firewood. One of my favorite items I have is my Sea to Summit sword. I don't go anywhere without this. And outside of that, I have my stakes that I use to stake both the bug net on my hammock out and the rainfly. Great stakes. This is my cook setup that I took on my last trip, and again, what I take depends on where I'm going, who I'm going with, season, just so many different variables. But I wanted to keep it very simple on this trip. So I have a Tokes 500 milliliter pot, another Sea to Summit collapsible. I use this for my coffee, food. It serves as a, I guess a pot and a cup. This is just a little bag that I keep a lighter in and some fire starter sticks. I also have waterproof matches in my first aid kit. Fuel. This is my stove. I've actually done a review on it. It was supposed to be a BRS, but believe it or not, I got a knockoff of a knockoff. This is a Fohoz. Little ultralight, super small. All I do with this is boil 1 to 2 cups of water in this pot. For that and that alone, it works amazing. This has probably been sparked up 40 times, and the only thing wrong with it is a little discoloration. Oh, that must have fell out. And yeah, I do keep a little piece of cloth in my pot underneath my fuel for a couple different reasons. It prevents it from scratching around. And then the pot handles get hot, so I also use this for, grabbing my pot handles, cleaning the pot. Just good to have. This last trip I went with a hammock, and this is the tarp that I take along with it. I love this tarp. It's brand new this year, and it is the Underground Quilt 11-foot wide body. You'll see it in quite a few of my videos. It's very lightweight, huge. I love it. And, this is kind of working its way to the bottom of the bag. I don't really know how, but this is just my electronics. I got a battery charger, some spare batteries for my headlamp, headphones, a couple other miscellaneous cords that I use for my GoPro phone, things like that. Hammock. Brand new this year. War Bonnet Blackbird, just the regular, not the XLS. I'm 5'11", 200 pounds. This thing fits me perfectly. This is the most comfortable hammock I've ever laid in. I love it. Shouldn't be too much in here left. Top quilt. This is the Enlightened Equipment Revelation 20-degree quilt. It is a little overkill for these warmer temperatures, but I don't have, a 30 degree, a 40 degree, a 50 degree. I kind of got a one size fits all type thing. What I do like about it though is I just open it up like a blanket and I sleep comfortably. If it's cold, it keeps me warm. If it's warm, I just kick it off. I can't say enough good about this. Again, I'm 5'11", around 200 pounds. This is the long wide, and I can wrap it all the way around me. This is an awesome, awesome piece of gear. I'll probably never go back to a sleeping bag after getting that. And the last thing in this bag is an underquilt. I don't like putting a sleeping pad in my hammock. I've tried it before. It's not for me. I don't like it. This is another quilt from Enlightened Equipment. This is the Revolt, and it's a 30-degree underquilt. Coupled the two together, I'm very comfortable. Below freezing, high 20s, low 30s, sleeps comfortable. I could have left this out just based on how warm it is this time of year here in Utah, but it's like 14 ounces. Why not stuff it in and take it? Then I know I'm comfortable, and especially when I want to kick that top quilt off, this is just perfect to have underneath me and keep me warm throughout the night. And that's all I took. Again, with the exception of food, I ate it, it's gone. And I did remember something when I was looking at the electronics bag, is obviously I do bring a headlamp with me into the backcountry. I have a little Petzl one that I've really enjoyed this year, and I typically keep it in one of my little side pockets on my backpack. That is all I take for 2 nights, 3 days. I do switch it up a lot, tents, hammocks, things like that, but for this last trip, that's what I brought, and it worked out well. And if I had 2 or 3 more days, you can see, this is a 42-liter pack. I can't say enough good about it, but I had enough room for 2 or 3 more days of, gear, food, whatever. It's all there. So I think that's everything. If you guys have any questions about something I carry, why I carry it, don't hesitate to ask. And I look forward to seeing you guys out there. Thanks.